There should be. Plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duel of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Prince in at the 3. Lillard with a screen for Giannis. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Oh, clever pass there from Maxey. So good at finding his teammates.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 5-point game. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to McCain. Over Trent. No good from the wing. Not a fast start for the Bucks. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Maxey, no good. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. A three-pointer is right on target. Maxey's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Lopez, a screen on Maxey. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, off the bounce, we know he's good, but off of the kickouts, he can still get it done. That one rings true.
Maxey passes to George. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And here's Trent outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Maxey kicks to Embiid. Oubre dishes to Embiid. Shot, high post. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
A Hail Mary for some, but Maxey makes the long shot look easy.
Lillard, right side. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
A great 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the 76ers.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And it's George missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. Giannis has got 6.
Antetokounmpo on the catch-and-shoot jumper. You like that kind of flow from him.
In the corner, George with it. Good on the triple.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Three-pointer, Lillard. That one's rebounded by Embiid. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way. The three-pointer off the mark. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by one. Prince outside. Pulls up. Paul George grabs the miss. Philadelphia has gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Bucks have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Antetokounmpo, no good. And Philadelphia has possession. Here's McCain. Here's George. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no.
Oh, he got it to go.
Patient. Bam. Woo.
OMG. That's how you sign.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Bucks lead by 2. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, the guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Antetokounmpo, no good. 76ers trailing. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Maxey covering. Lopez finds Lillard. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Lillard's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Bucks. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that game time. Hey, David, thank you. And that one's good. Lillard.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
Pass to Maxey. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Maxey's got 11 points.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from him. I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And that one's good, George.
That's a tough shot for a lot of people, but PG makes it look easy.
Bucks trail by 3. Trent outside. Launches a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's the 3. Walker's shot is off. Milwaukee's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And that's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
It's good from long range. Walker's got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And it's 8 points for Giannis.
And Giannis continuing to look for the mid-range, showing his confidence.
Here's Maxey. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's Lopez at the elbow. The putback. Oh, Giannis parachutes in for the putback.
Yeah, not sure. I would think the first guy you want to box out would be Giannis.
George, that's a two-pointer. Sinks that one from the post. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Here's the three. The kick out to Walker. Pass to Maxey. Outside, George. 5 on the clock. Good on the three-point shot. And now a 9-point Philadelphia lead.
George, a volume three-point shooter. He possesses outstanding confidence and leans into that perimeter game.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez from about 19 feet. Lopez with another miss. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Joel goes up and brings it down.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel. And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And the first half is now in the books. Philadelphia ahead. They finish off. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from Cleveland. They're thinking about the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They've got Edwards. Lowry out there with Butler. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Yabusele in at the 4. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. And here's Edwards from the arc. Second shot opportunity. Butler from outside. They get it again. Tries yet again. Great D that time from Portis.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Green fires from way outside. And that one, no good to start him off in the night. When for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
Lowry for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Lowry's got the lead up to 14 now for Philadelphia.
Lowry sensing the separation and then got that shot up pretty quick.
Outside, Porter. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Really left alone that time. Edwards got 5 now.
Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
Left side, Portis puts up a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Sims with the rebound. Bucks trail by 17. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Lowry kicks to Butler. There's the triple. Unable to get that one. And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. Here's Portis, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Once he has the ball, if his feet are set up, Bobby's going to let those rip.
Here's Lowry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
The 76ers leading by 13. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Sims with the rebound. The Bucks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Green taking his time here. And that one's on target from the wing.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
To the left side wing. Pass to McCain. Here's Yabusele. Another miss by Philadelphia. Bucks trail by 11. Here's Rollins. And here we go. The Bucks running again. Portis for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Portis has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Drummond, count that one. And the 76ers lead by 10.
That's where you got to get Andre the ball. The closer he is, the more effective he becomes.
Rollins the pass to Portis. Now here's Green. Portis sets the pick for Green. His three-pointers off the mark. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to McCain. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. McCain's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Porter. Here's Rollins. Green passes to Rollins. Count it. Rollins got his first bucket of the night. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Lowry. Launches it from deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 11-point cushion. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Prince in at the small forward. The 76ers leading by 14. Embiid from outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Offensive rebound. Lillard the pass to Lopez. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And again, the Bucks miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And George kicks to Oubre. Goes up on the wing. That ball, nice speed that time from George. And the 76ers lead by 16. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
From deep, Giannis sinks the triple.
Giannis not afraid to stretch it out that time with the 3-ball.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pulls up, high post. Maxey, no good. Bucks trail by 13. Trent passes to Lopez. And the rejection by Embiid.
So agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
Here's Oubre. Yep, couple bounces and it falls.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Lillard outside. The three. Paul George grabs the miss. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Oubre kicks to Walker. Lets it go with the 3. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
The 76ers leading by 17. From deep. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Baseline try. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 11 rebounds in the game. And the Bucks miss again. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Walker the pass to Embiid. Walker against Prince. Walker's shot is off. Bucks trail by 20.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Philadelphia.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Walker.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Giannis, no good. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 17-6 run. Walker goes in. Milwaukee with the rebound. On the wing, Giannis. On the mark with the 15-footer. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Trent against Walker. Three-pointer. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Now here's Lillard. Fires from way outside. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better bet. All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For
but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, palm me
basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Okoro in at the small forward. Now here's Garland. Takes a 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Walker against Mitchell. Fires the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. We talked about how his team is prepared to defend against Darius Garland, and Coach said we need to communicate and stay on our toes defensively, whether it's scoring or passing the ball. Garland is a creative player who knows how to manipulate opposing defenses. We should be able to hear his defense talking tonight, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris, so agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
Now here's Garland. Pass to Mitchell. The shot. Mitchell can't get that one to fall. The 76ers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Walker for 3 is rebounded by Okoro. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Mitchell can't get that one to fall. Here we go, the Sixers on the break. And Oubre gets it to go.
Well, how about the length and athletic ability of Kelly Oubre Jr.? Go ahead in there.
Garland, the pass to Okoro. From deep. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Oh, wasted no time on that one. George has got 6.
Not everyone has the green light to take that free in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Now here's Mitchell. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
George, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Okoro passes to Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Oubre. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A. And lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Garland, the pass to Allen. From deep, Mobley knocks down the triple.
Boy, everyone seems to want a three-point shot now. Clearly something Evan Mobley is working towards.
Mitchell against Walker. From downtown, the rebound by Allen.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Philadelphia on D. It's a 3-point game. Here's Mitchell. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket.
Well, it's all about decision-making in the pick and roll, and Donovan Mitchell making all the right choices.
For 3, Maxey. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pass to Allen. Now Garland. Allen with a screen on Maxey. Here's Garland. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The 76ers shooting 33% in the first quarter. Maxey, that's good.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
Garland looking around. Now here's Mitchell. The three. Paul George pulls down the board. Left side Walker. Puts up a deep three. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Sixers ahead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
They've got Tyrese Maxey, Paul George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Walker in at the two-guard spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout fourth year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie.
Well, Oubre has the kind of athleticism that makes that an easy play.
Looking to get it going. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Mitchell's got 9.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
Screen by Embiid. The three, George. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell. The Cavs trailing. From the baseline. They get it back, and Lonnie Walker's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And they take the lead. Mobley's got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, Thompson, a very good passer for a player at his position. Knows where everyone is heading.
Walker for 3. Gets the first one to go. Now 1 for 7 on the night.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
The finish! And the jam by Walker.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
The 3 from Okoro hits the trifecta. Okoro's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You love how hard Okoro works for his team and makes himself right there a good option in the catch-and-shoot game.
Back to Walker.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Lays it up and banks it in. Walker's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Outside Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on Walker. Mobley with it, picked up by Embiid. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Pass to George. Oh, Embiid with the flush.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. Just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Jerome. And here's Okoro. Clock at 6. On the the wing, Mitchell. George defending. Mitchell misses. The Sixers lead by 4. George left side. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. George has got 8 points.
The defense must push Paul George further out. This guy's so adept at finding ways to score inside. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Now here's Maxey. 6 points for him. 4-3. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Stop it. An incredible move to shake his man. Getting the defender on his heels, doing the rest with ease.
Here's Jerome. Launches a 3. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Mobley, a screen on Gordon. Here's Mitchell. Ooh, power move by Mitchell.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And they pushed. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books, 1 half to go. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
On the court for the Cavaliers. Javonte Green out there with Ty Jerome. Then it's Jared Allen. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Hunter in at the power forward position. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates. And it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Lowry left side. Pass to Gordon. They set the pick. Here's the 3. He buries it from 3. Gordon's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Lowry. Outside Hunter. Releases. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Gordon, the pass to Drummond. Now here's Edwards, covered by Strus. He shoots it. Edwards can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. The Cavaliers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Allen. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Lowry, and he dunks it down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the ring, but how about the finish with intention?
Here's Jerome, guarded by Edwards. From deep, Strus doesn't go for him. It's Edwards with the ball for Philadelphia. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Lowry finds Edwards, launches it, and Lowry with the bucket on the assist by Edwards. Lowry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Not a shoot-first point guard, but make no mistake, Lowry can shoot from range consistently when given the opportunity.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Gordon. There's the drive. Soft touch off the glass. And it's a 9-point Philadelphia lead.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Jerome drains the triple. Jerome's got 14 points.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
And Cleveland has possession. There's 1:26 left in the third. And here's Hunter for three. That one is off. Philadelphia leading by 9. Drummond to screen on Green for three. Gordon. Here's Drummond. Here's Yabusele. Outside Edwards. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Here's Drummond. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal.
Well, that's just an excellent possession from this team. When you set up Andre Drummond down low, you're going to either take contact, get to the foul line, score it. So productive inside.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mobley, he's checked in for Hunter. Okoro comes in for Strus. Mitchell's checked in for Green. And Darius Garland subbed in for Jerome.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Lowry against Garland. Drummond to screen on Garland. Here's Yabusele. Fires for three. Philadelphia with another miss. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Mitchell with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, Donovan Mitchell off the bounce, able to put pressure on that dribble drive. That is a nice-looking move.
Gordon on the wing. Let's go with a three. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Edwards. Inside, here's Lowry. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Lowry's got 10 points in just the second half. And Mitchell puts up a deep three. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
When you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Paul George, Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Walker, and it's Maxey in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Mobley outside. From outside the arc. Walker pulls down the board. Walker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Walker for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Yeah, just an outstanding find by Maxey. More than willing to give it up to open teammates.
The 3 from Okoro. Paul George pulls it in. George has got 4 rebounds now. Walker for 3. Hunter with the rebound. Cavaliers trail by 14. Pass to Okoro. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
From about 16. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got 7 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Mitchell. Rebound by Philadelphia. They've led by as many as 14. Hunter against George. Outside Oubre. Outside Walker. Beyond the arc. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Hunter, good. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Maxey. Stolen by Mitchell. Jumps up. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
And Walker's got the ball here for Philadelphia. 10-point lead. The offensive rebound. George scanning the floor. 5 on the clock. Hunter with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Outside for Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
And normally Mitchell wants his shot head on, but you give him the corner and he will adapt.
Maxey passes to Oubre. Oubre, a screen on Mitchell. And he drops it in from the low post. And the 76ers lead by 9.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's Hunter. Philadelphia grabs the miss. George has got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Oubre from the arc. Rebound by Donovan Mitchell. Garland against Walker. Takes the 3. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 7 tonight. For 3, Maxey. Here's Oubre. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first.
It's going to be Evan Mobley.
With Kelly Oubre, you know this guy's going to be in attack mode. Contact or no, this guy's going to be aggressive.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Fires from deep. And there's Okoro. That one's good. And the assist by Garland. Garland's got his 3rd assist of the night. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Basket counts.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Back to Garland. The kick to Hunter. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Philadelphia shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. Walker for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Here's Oubre. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
23 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Garland against Maxey. Outside Oubre. Here's Embiid. Mobley grabs the board. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played.
in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin. It's the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Okoro in at the 3.
And one of Mitchell's great attributes, strength and explosiveness at the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Okoro. The offensive rebound. Mitchell kicks to Okoro. Over Green. Okoro shot is off. Here's Antetokounmpo. Trent outside. Lopez sets a screen for Trent. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Now, Antetokounmpo following the 3-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell.
Isaac Okoro. First personal foul. First team foul.
And the Bucks with possession here. Trent can't hit.
Isaac Okoro. First personal foul.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Right side, Garland. The 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Lillard from outside. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mitchell looking it over. Traps in the tray. Mitchell's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Cavs.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Lillard gets it to go.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
There's the lob at Gogo and stolen by Mobley. An even 3-on-3 break. Mitchell wide open. A basket good off the assist from Allen. Mitchell's got 11.
And don't give Mitchell too many of those looks. Once he gets in rhythm, it is hard to stop him.
Lillard, the pass to Green. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Tipped away. Stolen by Okoro. Allen outside. Here's Mobley. No good from outside. Bucks trail by 6. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Woo-hoo-hoo, that's the stuff of nightmares for the defense. They'll see that one in their sleep. A long athlete like Allen flying in the air, that's a bad picture.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Mobley. And the 3 off target. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Now here's Mobley. Still without a basket. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Antetokounmpo, nice pass there. Good at finding his open teammates.
Mitchell, a screen on Lillard. Bobbed up there for Mitchell. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Donovan. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And let's also give them some credit for running the paint so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Green in its small forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second one. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go. Boy, Lopez hunkered down and anchored in on that pick.
Jerome passes to Allen. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Over in the corner, Lillard. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Floats it up there for Mobley. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
David, with those 2 guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. Mobley with the block. And he gets it back. And they hit it back. 5 to shoot. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And the wide open shot from Green. Drains it from beyond the arc. Green's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
That one good for 2. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Okoro passes to Allen. For 3. Okoro shot is off. Milwaukee has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Giannis, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Love that from Antetokounmpo. No hesitation.
Here's Jerome. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Jerome's got 8 points.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Lopez dishes to Lillard. No one near him. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And the shot-first mindset of Lillard, when he sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to attack.
Here's Mobley. Kept alive. Pass to Okoro. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Cavaliers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Milwaukee's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. They kick it out to Green. Trent outside. Over in the corner, Lillard. Trent, a screen on Mitchell. They grab their own miss. Lillard outside. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Lopez. Stolen by Okoro. Lobbed up there for Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dump.
And that's about maximum range for an alley-oop, guys. It's got to be.
That's just crazy. Absolutely nuts.
And how high did he have to go to make that catch? Scintillating.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Hunter is out there with Thompson. Then it's Max Strus. Then it's Green, and it's Jerome in at the point guard position. There's a screen. Here's Rollins. Jacks up a 3. Jerome with the rebound. On the wing, Green. Puts up a deep 3. And that one is good from Jerome. Jerome's got 11 points.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Jerome. Lets it fly. Hunter, no good. Bucks trail by 5. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. They set the screen. Snatched up. Sims. Rollins the pass to Portis. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Does not shoot many from out there, but Portis makes them at a decent clip.
Here's Jerome. Guarded by Porter. Green inside the three-point line. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Pass to Jerome. Beyond the arc. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. Here's Connaughton. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Green finds Thompson. A 3 from Strus. And no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside Portis for the tie. And he gets it to go. Portis has got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
On its way from Hunter for two. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bucks. Outside Portis. Back to Porter. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Portis kicks to Connaughton. Bangs home the trifecta. Connaughton's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks.
Smart pass by Porter, showing the ability to make good decisions with the ball.
Here's Jerome. Guarded by Porter. Thompson passes to Jerome. Thompson looking for an opening. Just 4 to shoot. No coverage that time. Strus has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Connaughton. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Cleveland, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. That one goes in.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
The shot by Rollins, no good.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Popped up there for Thompson. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And the wide open shot from Connaughton. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Connaughton's got 8 points here in this quarter. Cavaliers leading. Here's Jerome. 11 points in the game. Green inside the three-point line. Pass to Jerome. Fires the 3. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. For Milwaukee, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Green, the pass to Jerome. Latre. No good that time. It'll count. No good there. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Kev. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Rollins is out there with Porter. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then there's Pat Connaughton. And it's Sims in at the center filling out the middle. Here's Porter out to the right wing. Here's Connaughton. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Pass to Jerome. Here's Hunter. Rollins grabs the board.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly.
Yes, sir. That was incredible.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Mobley kicks to Mitchell. Fires, high post. Pass to Garland. Mitchell against Trent. Shot's good by Mitchell.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Giannis, that's a two-pointer. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. It's stolen by Green. Lillard with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Mobley with the block. For 3, Mitchell. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Mitchell's got 7 points here in this quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And another difference maker for them has been their opportunistic defense. That they are really piling up the steals in this one.
1:51 left here in the fourth quarter. A screen on Garland. They get it back. Oh, and Giannis puts it right back in.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Mobley misses. The Bucks trail. Pass to Green. Front past the arc. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Garland dishes to Mobley. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot. And the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. It's good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Lillard with no one around. Connects from downtown.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
Mitchell outside. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Milwaukee now. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Lillard outside. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Lets the three fly. Bullseye!
Good looking bounce pass to set up that one.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a three off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mid, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the kiss. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him
this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. Paul George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard position. So it's Philadelphia now. It's Walker on the wing. The three is up. Giannis with the rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Trent's shot is off.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Nice shot by Walker.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now here's Green. Antetokounmpo for three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
All right, let's go to Allie LaForce now, who spoke with Doc Rivers.
And the conversation quickly turned to Embiid. Coach said we know he can be unstoppable. We're hoping to slow him down just a little. Double teams might be a part of that, but I don't want to give away all of our tricks. So it sounds like Joel can expect a lot of defensive pressure tonight.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Maxey passes to George. Oh, drains the 19-footer.
And that's the versatility of George. He does it from long range, mid-range, and at the rim.
Antetokounmpo finds Trent. The three is up. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Maxey. Takes it inside. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Trent for three. That one's off, and now he's 3 for 6. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Get out of that man's way. Embiid throwing down that power finish.
This one for 3. And it's Lillard. That time on the assist from Trent.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
For 3, Maxey. Offensive board. No good there. The Bucks leading by 4. For 3, here's Lillard. The rebound by Maxey.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Back to Oubre. Screen by Embiid. Oubre with room to shoot. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
Now here's Green. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Walker for 3. Nails it from 3.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
For 3, here's Lillard. Rebound by Philadelphia. Maxey finds George. Shot from the wing. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Such great feel for the game and where his teammates are. Maxey letting his basketball IQ take over.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good from the top of the key.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Maxey, plenty of space. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Bucks. They trail by 3. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lets it go from deep. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. Lillard against Maxey. And here's Oubre from the arc. It's George on the wing. Goes back up. A big-time effort for Gary Trent Jr., providing a lot of energy for the Milwaukee Bucks. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. Kelly Oubre out there with Paul George. Then it's Lonnie Walker. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Maxey in at the point. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. Free throw line jumper. George with another miss.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Here's Green. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Screen by Embiid. For 3, Maxey. And the 76ers another 3.
You see how creative Maxey is, just dissecting the defense with his handles.
And what a breakout 4th year for Tyrese Maxey. Named to his first All-Star game in 2024, Richard.
When the Sixers traded away James Harden, it really opened up things for Maxey. Gave him the ball more responsibility, and you know what? He showed up.
Pass to Embiid. Now Maxey. The 3 connects from downtown. Maxey's got 8.
That is how you respond. Maxey with the 3 of his own.
Lopez, the screen on Maxey. Lillard passes to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. Misses off the left iron.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
George passes to Embiid. No good on the 3. The Bucks trail by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. And oh, he just slams it over Paul George.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Green finds Lopez. Lillard outside. 3-pointer. Oh, Lillard laces in a 3.
And if you're guarding Dame in the pick and roll, you need to stop the ball. Lillard can just eat you alive.
Pass to Walker, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Trent outside. Lillard, a screen on Walker. Trent from long range. Rebound by Philadelphia. There's the 3. Walker's shot is off. Milwaukee in the lead. Left side, Green. Off the mark there with a 3. Philadelphia's gone 5 of 12 from 3-point range tonight. Here's Embiid. Gets to the corner and hits it. RJ displaying at a faster pace. Work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that. Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Here's George. And the jam by George.
He's not going to take it easy when he gets to the bucket. George will hammer it home.
Lillard outside. From outside the arc. Knocks down the long J. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And here's Green from the arc. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Maxey. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Pass to Embiid. No stopping Joel Embiid. Wow.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
Lillard against Maxey. The shot by Lillard, no good. Walker for three. Offensive rebound. Tie game in Milwaukee. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
The 76ers, 31. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
They've got Bobby Portis. He's out there with Jackson. And it's Rollins in at the 2. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half. Portis for 3. Drummond grabs the miss. The Sixers leading. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team. They want to dominate the competition on another level.
Porter gets the bucket.
And this is what Porter Jr. is out here to do. His teammates encourage him to shoot the ball.
Lowry surveys the D. Here's Edwards. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. And stolen by Edwards. And here's Gordon from the arc. No good on the shot.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people want it to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. An open look for Porter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Drummond with the screen. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Here's Rollins. Hits the trifecta. Rollins has got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Lowry, good.
You know, you kind of expect the big threes like that from Lowry.
Portis outside. The 3 ball. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Portis.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And it's Lowry penetrating. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Sims has got 4 rebounds now. Drummond against Portis. Jackson surveying the D. No good on the triple. The 76ers have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Back to Lowry. The 3 is up. The rebound by Sims. Sims has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Drummond, and the jam by Drummond.
Oh, man. Drummond is like a wrecking ball on that drive. His physicality and power carry him straight to the hoop.
Porter gets the bucket.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Pulls up on the wing. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Lowry's got 7 points for the quarter. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
The drive by Porter. Yep, that one goes. And the Bucks lead by 1.
You're coming right at you. KPJ playing with intensity.
For 3, Gordon. The long distance 3 is buried. Gordon's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Tremendous range. I mean, that'll stretch a defense thin.
To the paint. Here's Portis. Drummond grabs the miss.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Pass to Rollins. This one for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Rollins has got 6.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lowry, the pass to Gordon. Top of the key. And here's another one for the Sixers.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
On the wing, Porter. 7 points in the game. Here's Jackson. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Yabusele. That'll count. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. That concludes the 3rd quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 1-point game. Taking a look at the 76ers. Lonnie Walker is out there with Maxey. Then there's Paul George. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Embiid in at the center position. Got it. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
All alone. Maxey, that's good. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Always quick to strike. Maxey just stops and pops, pulls the trigger.
For 3, here's Lillard. Knocks down the triple.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Maxey. Good, and it's Walker who picks up the assist.
Watch out when Maxey finds his groove like this. He'll just keep coming at you and at you.
Here's Lillard. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Shot on the wing. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo. The fadeaway. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Walker for 3. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now. Prince finds Antetokounmpo. Now here's Green. Back to Antetokounmpo. Looking to end this cold spell. Yes! He nails it!
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game.
The Bucks have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. over Oubre, and he gets it to go from the high post. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Yeah, the mid-range is not a go-to for Giannis, but he's always looking to expand his game.
Walker with it. Green picks him up. Here's George, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Lopez passes to Green. Lopez, the screen on George. Now Lillard for 3. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Outside, Green launches it. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo against Oubre. Antetokounmpo can't connect. 76ers trail by 4. Walker for 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Philadelphia's gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Attacking in a big moment. Maxey is not holding back.
Lillard looking around. The answer! It's Dame time!
And it's even more satisfying when you answer with a 3, and it looks like they're putting the game out of reach.
George with the bucket.
This dude is nails in the clutch. You want your best shot at winning at the end? Give the ball to PG.
To the inside. Here's on it. Oh, my goodness! How about that? That gives him a double-double.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Prince. From the top of the key, Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Like, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Here they come with numbers in transition. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that misses. That would have put them up. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Prince against Walker. And he sinks it.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
And so it's Milwaukee who scrape. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
play.
BYU, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Maxey, Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's George, and it's Walker in at the shooting guard. Embiid with the steal. Poked away. Stolen by Garland. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. Off target from three-point range. And stolen by Mobley. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Pass to Garland. Shoots over Oubre. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And here's George for three. Evan Mobley with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. You've seen, Doris, Paul George's journey from role player to MVP candidate.
There's a reason, Kevin, Paul George is one of the most emulated players in the league with young people. His game is so well-rounded, and maybe his best attribute is his adaptability. Paul George is equally comfortable either being the lead man, or if need be, he can play with 2 or 3 other stars and still be effective. Really incredible.
And here's Walker. Following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Embiid with the screen on Garland. Hits it from three-point range.
And Maxey wasting no time, clapping right back with his own triple.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. When I asked him how hard it is to game plan for Paul George, he just chuckled. He said he's one of the hardest guys in the league to guard. I really challenged our team to make sure we're communicating whenever he has the ball. It'll be, as always, a team-first approach to slowing down PG-13. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Okoro following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Leaps for it. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here's George. Here's Embiid, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with that one. So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchises.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And that's because of the size and strength of Mitchell. If you're going to foul him, you've got to make sure it's so good that he can't get the and-one.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Now Maxey. After the missed three from Evan Mobley. Maxey, good D by Mobley.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. The 76ers trail by 4. From deep, Walker. Offensive rebound, outside for George. Another shot. Embiid, the pass to Oubre. Over Mitchell. Oubre, good.
No, that's the lefty stroke of Oubre, right? He can hit from mid-range right on out to deep three-point range.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shoots over Walker. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Philadelphia's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Garland dishes to Okoro. Puts up a deep three. Garland, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so Allen will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Here's Okoro. And another miss by Cleveland. Maxey against Mitchell. Oubre. Mobley with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. We've got 13 seconds left in the first. Maxey finds George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Isaac Okoro.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. Here's Mitchell, and there's the drive. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
In at the forward positions, Okoro and Mobley. And it's Thompson, and it's Mitchell, and it's Jerome, and at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. Now Embiid following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Embiid finds Walker. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice time from Embiid. The big man showing off his vision there.
And that one is good from Jerome.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
He had a nice open look right there. Oubre's got 5 now. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Here's Walker. The Cavaliers making the shot. And finished off by Walker.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Jerome. He's got 5. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Cleveland leading by 3. Now Okoro. Pass to Mitchell. Mobley a screen on Walker. Mitchell's shot is good.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll.
And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
Now, here is George. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Mitchell. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Walker kicks to Embiid. In the corner, it's Oubre. And now Okoro running the floor all by himself. They get it back. Mobley the pass to Okoro. Here's Jerome. Buries the long-range jumper. Jerome's got 10 points in the game.
Well, Okoro is a team-first guy that wants to involve his teammates. Pretty pass there.
And Walker kicks to Maxey. The 76ers with another miss.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
The 76ers trail by 6. George passes to Maxey. Now Oubre. Outside for George. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Scooped up. Back to Okoro. This one for 3. Doesn't go for him. Walker with some nice D. Thompson against Embiid. The big man Embiid converts inside.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
That's just an amazing way to get that ball off in time.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Cavaliers out there with Edwards. And there's Gordon. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Lowry in at the point. Now, here's Strus. And he misses his first shot of the game. And last season, Max Strus hit that ridiculous 59-footer. Remember that, Doris? That was to beat the Mavericks.
How could we forget that shot, Kevin? It was the second longest game-winning buzzer beater in league history. And what gets overlooked, Strus was 5 for 5 from deep in the last few minutes of that game.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 4-point game. Here's Drummond. Excellent D there from Allen. Well, Cleveland shooting 43% from the field. And here's Strus for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Lowry finds Gordon. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And that one is good from Jerome.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here is Lowry. Nothing on the board. Here's Jerome. Allen passes to Strus. No good with the triple. Outside Edwards. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The shot goes up. You've got to put a body on Andre Drummond. This guy's so good off the offensive window.
Pass to Strus. From the arc. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Yabusele. Up again. It's good on the putback. And it's a tie ball game.
Absolutely great timing on the putback by Andre Drummond.
Jerome passes to Strus. A 3-ball. Cranes the three-pointer. Strus has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Lowry. Out to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Jerome. And here is Allen. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
The 76ers trail by 3. Outside Lowry. Out to the wing. No one near Drummond as he lets it go. Off target with his 3. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. There's Jerome. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And here's Gordon from outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Gordon's got 6 here in this quarter.
I'd say he never misses a chance to drop a dime. As usual, Lowry 1 step ahead of everyone, setting up the bucket.
Here's Hunter. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
I think in terms of Kyle Lowry's value, it all starts with his jump shooting ability. There's a lot to like, but that might be his bread and butter.
Here's Jerome. 16 points for him. Pass to Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Here's Yabusele. They get the rebound. Here's Drummond. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. For Philadelphia, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Cleveland ahead, leading by 4. And we're coming right back after this break.
Here we go, fans.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Cleveland leading by 4. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. Evan Mobley is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Okoro in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Buries it from 3-point range.
A very consistent 3-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is. And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Garland feeling it out a little bit. Fires the 3. Takes the three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Fires from 18. Maxey, no good.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Here's Oubre. That shot missing. Hunter with some nice defense. Cleveland leading by 7. Here's Okoro. It's good from long range.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
Here's George. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And so here's Cleveland. Now here's Garland. In the corner, Okoro with it. Mitchell sets the screen for Garland. Puts one up from 19. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
For the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And it's Mitchell missing. The 76ers trail by 8. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Maxey against Garland. Maxey, no good.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
A three, Hunter. He can't hit that time.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And a deep three from George. Walker finds George from outside the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Stolen by Walker. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. Nobody stopping Embiid on the break there.
And at the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
Garland dishes to Mobley. Driving the lane, and Mobley throws it down.
I tell you, important moment for Evan Mobley. Meeting the moment with a big shot. That's big time.
Oubre, right side. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for the Cavaliers. Leading by 5. Garland, the pass to Mobley. Launches it. Oubre pulls it in.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Maxey with it, guarded by Hunter. Lets it fly from 18.
And really, Hunter can guard every position. This is something that makes him incredibly valuable.
Kicks it out to Garland. Hunter on the wing. Mitchell against Walker. And it's Mitchell missing.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And here's Walker outside. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Here's Hunter. The shot. No good. Great D that time from Oubre. Garland against Maxey. To take the lead. The three won't fall. Offline. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. Well, the center position is obviously a point of strength for both of these teams, Brent.
Do you believe, BA, that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle. Let's keep a close eye on it.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Back to Mitchell. Garland scanning the floor. Pass to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. And when I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo, Coach was full of admiration, saying it's always going to be difficult when you're playing Giannis. Not only is he one of the best players this league has, but he's also a fierce competitor. Guys, it sounds like he knows what he's up against.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Pass to Trent from behind the arc. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
Oh, what a dime there from Giannis. Excellent sharing the basketball.
From deep, Mobley. Rebounded by Lopez. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And grab the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
And he drops the first. Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, BA, I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more, but this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Donovan Mitchell with a board. And pushing it up, here's Cleveland. Okoro outside. Drops in the 3.
Okoro finding a way to just keep himself involved in what they're doing offensively.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Releases. And Lillard gets it to go on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Mobley down low. Antetokounmpo covering. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And Giannis with the jam.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
Mobley, no good.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And slammed that thing through.
A nasty two-hander. Allen, the pass to Okoro. Fires the 3. They get it again.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Garland against Lillard. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Mitchell, a screen on Lillard. Oh, there's the alley. It's stolen by Trent. Antetokounmpo with it. Picked up by Allen. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
And Milwaukee has possession after the basket by Cleveland. Pulls up. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one.
Sometimes it looks like for Garland the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. For Cleveland, they've got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. From deep, Mobley. Rebounded by Lopez.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
And the basket by Trent.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They trail by 3. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Garland. From deep three-point land. Outside for Mitchell. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Good if it goes. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Milwaukee. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks. Guys?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Taking a look at the Bucks. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Green in at the small forward position. That shot wide open. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points in the game.
It's a good decision there. Giannis isn't easy to stick with, especially after the screen.
Pass to Mobley. Back to Jerome. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Alex. And Mobley gets it to go.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Lillard. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Jerome. From deep, Mobley. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there, and he's going to devastate you. Well, you see how Giannis scans the floor. It's actually easy at his size, involving his guys and showing his ability to pick the defense apart.
Now here's Okoro. Fires the 3. Sinks it from distance. Jerome's got his second basket of the game.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Mobley deciding where to go with it. And Cleveland another 3.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Pass to Lopez. Here's the 3. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell. Cleveland leading by 3. Here's Jerome. Goes up from the top of the key, and that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
You're showing off the floor awareness right there. I love whenever Mitchell looks to share the wealth.
Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Antetokounmpo has got 6 points in the quarter. Cleveland has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. Mobley finds Allen. Back to Mobley. Okoro passes to Mobley. He shoots. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Lillard outside. 4-3. The rebound by Allen. For Cleveland, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Mobley. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their head.
The feed! The jam! Giannis!
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Oh, stolen by Lillard. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. All sorts of time. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got rebound number 8 now. Mitchell, the pass to Jerome. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Green.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Count it.
Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Here's Jerome. Give him 8 points now. Over Lillard. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Evan Mobley getting it done for the Cavaliers. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Sam Merrill out there with Ty Jerome. Then it's Max Strus. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. And here's Thompson for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Sims. Pass to Connaughton for the lead. He buries it from 3. And the Bucks lead by 2. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Here's Strus. Cash money on the open jump shot.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
They get it back. On the wing, Connaughton. Launches a 3. Thompson pulls it in. Well, the Cavaliers shooting pretty well at 45% from deep. Strus. It's hauled in by Portis. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And over the last half-decade, Brent, Bobby Portis has been the best 6-man big you can find.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, B.A. He comes in, he gives you some great scoring in some stretches, plays some solid defense. He's got a lot of fire to his game. So this is the exact kind of guy that your team needs in the second unit.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. The 3 sinks the tray. Merrill's got 4 points in the quarter.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Connaughton against Strus. It's stolen by Hunter. Now Thompson. Pass to Merrill. Takes the 3. The rebound by Sims.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And that one off the back of the rim and in.
This is going to help out the offense when you get Taurean Prince to play like this.
And here's Strus. Here's Jerome. Gets the three to fall. Jerome's got 11 points.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The three from Prince, and the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Pass to Strus. Fires from deep. That shot is off. The Bucks trail by 5. And here's Connaughton for 3. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. He's got 6.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Jerome, no good. The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Prince. Out to Portis. And here's Connaughton for 3. On the wing, Connaughton. It's good from about 19 feet. It's all knotted up.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he hits the first of 3. And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Prince. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, Taurean Prince is capable of some nasty dunks.
From downtown, Cleveland again missing. The Bucks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Porter a screen. Good chance here for Connaughton. They get the rebound. Porter the pass to Portis. Here's Connaughton. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Cavaliers leading. Here's Jerome. He's got 14 from deep. Buries it from 3. Jerome's got 9 points now in the second half. Milwaukee's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. There's a screen. Portis outside. Takes a 3. He drops it from range. Portis has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Jerome. He's got 17. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Cavaliers ahead. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. They've got Prince, Bobby Portis out there with Pat Connaughton. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Sims in at the 5 down low. Mobley goes to the fadeaway. And the Cavaliers lead by 3. Milwaukee's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Connaughton up top, guarded by Okoro. And here's Porter outside. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Mobley, right side. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. And the shot goes in. And now it's a 5-point Cleveland lead. The Bucks have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Trent from deep three-point land. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Bucks going with a whole new group out there. And there's the lob. And Giannis throws it down.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Pass to Mobley. The ball's knocked loose. Lopez with the steal. Antetokounmpo against Garland. Lopez passes to Lillard to tie it up. They get it again. Out left to the wing. Antetokounmpo outside. Shoots over Mobley. And Antetokounmpo the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Antetokounmpo's gotten 4 this quarter.
And Giannis continuing to look for the mid-range, showing his confidence.
Here's Mobley. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 3-point game. Green finds Antetokounmpo. Lopez, the screen on Mobley. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Trent. Plenty of space. Mobley grabs the board.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
The 3 from Okoro. It's cleared by Damian Lillard. The Bucks trail by 3. Giannis going downhill. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Was unable to do so. Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Trent on the wing. From the corner. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th assist in this one. Shoots a fadeaway. Mobley, no good.
I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Okoro. Outside Garland. There's the triple. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Driving to the basket, and he jams it down right on top of Jared Allen.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
From deep, Mitchell. Antetokounmpo grabs the board, and Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Cleveland has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Lets it fly. And the foul on Brook Lopez. That's his first foul.
Just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, gets called for the over the back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul.
Outside Mitchell. Let's go with a 3. Kept alive. Mobley. Outside Garland. And the 3 off target. For 3, here's Lillard. The Cavaliers pull it in.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
To take the lead. And nails the tray.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What's the best strategy for him?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
The 3 from Mitchell. The 3 won't fall. Thornton, left side. It falls! So it's a narrow victory for the Bucks, pulling it out for the W. They played the villain tonight. And thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.